That was like perfect.
That was perfect. Because we're musicians. Bullshit, I'm clipping already. Wait, that's not a good idea. Right, I'm going to turn mine down a little bit. Gotta keep an eye on that. All right, so here's our cold open.
Okay.
It's a Wednesday. Okay.
Right.
You just woke up. Right. What time do you usually wake up, would you say?
I don't know. It's been different a lot. It can range anywhere from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay, I think 3 p.m. would be funniest. So you wake up at 3 p.m., okay? You go into my room because you hear some weird noise.
Oh God.
Right? Something fell. It's not even like there's anything in there. Like there's no like fucking weirdo in there.
Like wait, so are you
like you hear something fall in my room. You're like,
are you home?
No, I'm not home.
Okay.
But you're like, maybe it like sounded like something broke, so you'd want to go in my room and like be sure that nothing like got broken. Like it's a huge crash.
Right.
Right. But then you enter my room. And when I left, I forgot to put it away, and I just have a lockbox out on my bed, like unlocked, and it just has pictures of your feet, like Polaroids of your feet laid out.
Oh
on the
my
bed.
God!
And like maybe I've like jizzed on them or like around them.
And this is just out on your bed?
Yeah. So what would you do?
What do you mean? What would I would immediately confront you about this.
Are you sure?
That's an insane situation. Yes.
I'm gonna open this. Are you sure?
So first of all, where would you have gotten the pictures of my feet? Is it implied that you've just been?
Now this is something we've talked about though.
Is this in my room? Are they pictures of me in my room?
No. They're like studio lit. They're like studio lit photos of your feet, like straight up Polaroids of your feet.
So like I couldn't even go to the thought process of okay, maybe this is like AI because they're Polaroids. They're so clearly Polaroids.
You can see like the fucking cell or whatever in them.
Oh my God.
So here's my question. Right? This is the whole culmination. Is it weirder if it's studio and you don't remember it, or if I like took them while you were asleep? Because you recognize like it. That's
oh my God!
Your fucking dogs.
Either
that's
way,
your toes.
Either way, it implies that I was probably under the influence of something, and I've never been that drunk.
I could have done something to you. I could have knocked you out, and that's like how it happened.
That's so insane.
But how would you react? You really think you'd confront me? You wouldn't be like,
yes, yes. What, I'm supposed to just let that go?
You don't have to let it go, but like, I don't know. I'm just thinking. I want to run through this scenario.
I would wait till you get home. Wait till you get home. I'd be staring out my window. I'd be checking the ring, checking the Life 360 every goddamn 5 minutes and see when the fuck you're getting home. And and the second you pull into the backyard, I'm standing in the kitchen waiting for you to walk in, and then fucking just like I'd fucking lose it. If you just had pictures of my feet in a lockbox on your bed. Although at this point, the fact that they're on your bed when you're not home and just like out in the open, almost displayed, makes me feel like you want me to find them.
They're out like in order of when they were taken as well. So you can see when I knocked you out and took fucking professional studio photos of your fucking dogs.
And this has happened on multiple occasions in this scenario.
And I may or may not have jizzed on them already.
Is it like fresh or is it dry?
Both. Implies like multiple sessions. Here's my question though. What if I denied it as well? What if I was like, I don't know what you're talking about?
Okay, I would probably have taken pictures of it, so you can't. It's in your room.
But I wasn't home, so maybe someone set it up.
Who possibly would have set it up? Jack?
He could have.
Why would he do that?
He's also weird like that.
Why would he do that?
Because he's also weird. Everyone here is weird. Perfect segue.
You were the only one weird enough to maybe take pictures of someone's feet, even as a bit.
I would never. I don't think I would. All right. Anyway, I'm going to be a fucking mall cop here and say this is a perfect segue into what this podcast is.
Pub
right?
art. Yeah.
Pub art. So
Pulp.
this what did you say?
just
No, you
keep
need
going.
to, I didn't hear
I
it.
just said pulp.
Okay. Anyway, so let's we might as well introduce this because this is going to be a very foreign idea to a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, podcasts aren't really popular. So
No, they're very.
This is I think we're like innovating and we're culminating a new space here.
Well, because no one's really done like just having a conversation on video, like professionally recorded. I don't think anyone's done that really.
No, I think we're the first.
So I think we might as well explain what this is for like the people who have no clue, you know, what a podcast is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's start off by let's name each other and say what we do.
I've got a little song I was thinking of playing. Just sitting
Okay.
Good. Yeah, so why don't you start?
Okay. Well, I ate it and walked backwards, so just give me a second. Did you already forget it? This was the only planned thing we were gonna do, and we forgot it. So anyway, if you guys are watching this later, and you're not like in the camera, we actually edited that out, which is also like a new kind of like an innovative thing. I think nobody's really utilizing editing software these days.
Usually people will just start recording and then whatever happens in between that start to you hitting the hitting the record button again to stop. They just upload that. It's because it's usually on their phone. People don't like really used to. I feel like people don't like to use like nice professional cameras and like good lighting setups. It's just like they're just like I want to do a podcast and they just like use their phone with like the built-in mic and they usually just upload that straight to whatever like.
Well, also a lot of people don't even like know that like these kind of cameras exist because a lot of people still shoot on film and like literally have to cut and paste like their film together still.
Yeah, which is crazy for like podcasts and in the modern day.
Anyway, let's redo that. So I'm Joey. I'm pissed off. I go to art school. I'm weird. There you go. I think that's all I want to say. Actually.
Yeah, I think that pretty much covers it.
I don't think I want to say anything else.
Yeah, I'm Violet. I'm essentially a full-time musician at this point. Which is just going so well. It's just going swimmingly. I'm sure all of you know who I am by now. So yeah, I'm also depressed and just angry all the time.
Well, it comes in waves for me. Like, I just get pissed off at the smallest shit. But really, I mean, this whole house is the whole house. So let's explain this podcast. So the reason we're making this podcast, right, is because we feel as though things that happen in our lives need to be documented and discussed.
Yeah.
But that's not it. Like, there's a whole other side to it.
There is.
It's like, well, I can explain the name. So Sauce Party is the podcast names because I came up with this. I coined this term. I've actually registered it officially. And it's essentially a sauce party is when you invite a bunch of people and everybody brings their own sauce no matter what it is. I mean, you could bring fucking teriyaki shit. You could bring Dijon mustard. You could bring anything you want.
Taco sauce.
Taco sauce. You could bring honey mustard. Anything you wish, you can bring to the sauce party, right?
Yeah.
And everyone pours it in the same pot and then everyone has to like try it and eat out of it. So the idea is that like this podcast is just anything. Like we don't have any specific ideas, which I think you'll find is like a problem because it results in needless scenarios.
Oh, it's gonna be a big problem.
Yeah, but anyway.
I mean, like, as you can, like, from the intro that we started and cut out, because we didn't fully plan it.
No, didn't plan any of it. The set looks good though. I'm proud of that.
That and this was pretty much just thrown together.
It was thrown together.
Like, we kind of like brainstormed like how we would want to do it, but for the most part, we just were like, all right, let's fucking just record it today.
Right. And because that just shows you we're just doing like this. I don't know. It's not serious, but it also kind of is. So it's like, I don't know. It's just something random. But I felt like a complete dork though, walking out of Kroger with 2 things of animal crackers.
Well, that's one thing. And this says Viagra.
It's Viagra.
That's not how you spell Viagra. There's only. Did you dream that?
Look this up on here. I don't know. Oh.
There's no A between the G and the R.
Oh yeah, Viagra.
Okay.
Well, you got me.
What
I guess you got. I guess you got me. Never
is it?
mind.
Wait, is there another name? Sildenafil? I've never heard that. Sold under the brand name Viagra, among others, is a medication used to treat erectile dysfunction and pulmonary arterial hypertension.
I don't think it's just erectile dysfunction. I think it's just if you want to pop a bony. Like if you're planning to get laid.
Well, it's the idea is that it's for people that have erectile dysfunction, and if you're just taking Viagra, I don't think that's good for you. It's not like it's not like a multivitamin that you should take every day. It's
why not though?
Have you been
No, I don't.
you've been taking Viagra every day?
I just it's not like it's not like an addiction. It's just not every day, but
Out of 7 days, how many times a week do you take Viagra?
enough.
Enough?
Yeah.
How? Okay, you have to give me a number here.
My penis is in constant pain. Like it hurts. And I need to stop.
You need to go to a doctor, is what you need.
My penis turned green yesterday. Is that like a bad thing?
Like
I
a
was in the
penny? Did your dick oxidize? Is that what you're telling me?
I was in the shower and my penis was like my penis was like
Wait,
green.
like Shrek green or like like penny green? I'm just trying to get the full story here.
like Mike Wazowski green.
That's close to Shrek green.
There's a difference. Don't be racist. No, but yeah, so it's like yeah, it is bad. It's
I
getting
think
worse.
you need to stop.
I can't. I need it.
Do we need to have an intervention?
No, we don't. We do not need to do that. I don't
Are
even
you
play
sure?
Modern Warfare 2. Yes, I'm fine.
I don't even play games anymore. Okay. So yeah, I guess that was my fucking bad, I guess, everyone.
Yeah.
I
One,
didn't
you
do
got 2 out of the 2 things you could have gotten wrong with what you stated, you got both of them. This is one container of animal crackers, and
I bought 2 to fill this big one, though, is what I'm saying. That I know is right.
why
You're not
why
gonna
didn't you just
gaslight
why
me.
didn't you just buy a big one?
There was no big ones.
Whatever.
There weren't. Oh, just because I shot fucking holes right in your logic. Now you're like, oh, whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna fucking put a chicken tender up your butt.
I really don't want you to do that. I can't.
I
don't
want to.
I can't
I think about it every night.
I can't begin to express how much I don't want you to
I
do
think
that.
about it just about every damn night. I'm waiting for the day that you're like,
I want to move out.
then do it. Nothing's stopping you.
If this
I will
is
turn
if
your
this
room
is
into
gonna be
something.
if this is gonna become a possibility, I'm moving out. I'm
Okay, then I'll
leaving.
turn your room into something else.
This will be the first and last episode of the podcast.
That's fine. I'll just do it by myself.
What? So you can just sit up here and fucking talk about how much Viagra you take every day? You can't even spell. You take it every day and you can't even fucking spell it.
I don't look at the bottles when I take medicine. Okay, let's put a screeching halt on this. We should stop real quick. This is gonna get bad. So
Oh my god.
oh, maybe that's why I was just seeing that strange man in my room.
Oh god. What strange man?
He was like fully naked and his penis was blue, which was like an interesting change.
What was it, like blue like Sully?
No, it was Blue's Clues blue. He also kind of looked like that guy in Blue's Clues.
Like Steve? Or
Yeah,
Joe?
Steve Irwin. No, he kind of like maybe he had the same like body type. He's also weird. But
Look who's talking.
ooh, let's that's another good podcast name. Let's circle this back. Oh, that's a perfect segue. Damn, are we in the mall or some shit? That's a perfect segue. Let's talk about
Oh my
Dan
god,
Schneider
I
and
just
feet.
got that why you fucking said I'm gonna be fucking a mall cop here for a second.
Oh,
Holy shit.
well, I
that
just got laid, so let's talk about it. I have an idea.
That's good mythical morning. You can't say that.
Rent and link my cock into your ass.
That doesn't even make sense. Just talk about what you were. Just say
So
what you were
my
gonna say.
idea. Let's make this a perfect segue. We talked about feet at the beginning. Let's talk about Dan Schneider. What do you think of Dan Schneider?
I think he's a fucking asshole.
Just a guy that likes feet, bro. No, I'm just kidding. He's like highly abusive.
And he also isn't like even if he wasn't like abusive, he isn't just a guy that likes feet. He's a guy that likes teen girls' feet.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's a red
The
flag.
whole iCarly thing.
Because, like, you know,
I
if
mean,
you,
like-
if you like feet, go like feet in private. But, like, if you like teen girls' feet, go like feet in a prison.
Yeah. I mean,
That's weird.
it's like all the shit fucking with iCarly. It's just so fucking insane. Like, I just don't understand how Dan Schneider isn't. Like, maybe there's not enough like evidence to like incriminate him, but the fact is he still employed at Nickelodeon? Like, is he still doing shows?
I don't think so, no.
Fucking, he better not be.
Am I covered up by this mic?
I can't fucking tell.
Here, I'll just do
We need
this.
one of those.
I'll just do
Fucking,
this.
we need one of those screens like you were talking about.
This is good right here. I don't know if he is.
He better not be.
That was like I watched a whole YouTube documentary on him and the whole full history of it. And yeah, like when you go back and like watch, it's like funny to think about when like there's a fucking episode where some character from iCarly like put ketchup on her feet or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so stupid, but then like you think about like the backstory to that and you're like, wow, this is really fucked.
Yeah. It's literally there's that like meme image that's going around that's the like instead of an episode title, it's like a joke like one of the director's poorly disguised fetishes or something like that. Have you seen that image?
Oh yeah.
It's in like the Law and Order font.
Yeah.
That's literally what like iCarly was.
But also fucking Quentin Tarantula as well. He's definitely into feet. There's that whole YouTube compilation across all his films. There's at least one keystone shot where there's a woman's foot like in the foreground. But that's fine.
Oh yeah,
you know
because
what?
even in he directed the Hateful Eight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
it
feet in that?
doesn't.
What the fuck's he gonna put feet in that?
I was thinking about it because you said that, and I was like, where would that happen in the Hateful Eight? But I'm almost positive that there's a scene where the one woman takes off her like boot and like puts it up on like a table or something.
We're looking at this. What the hell? This is not a real shot, right?
Maybe I'm crazy, but I could have sworn.
Oh my god.
Maybe I'm just inserting because I'm just so used to Quentin Tarantino fucking having a foot thing.
Oh god, thank God I'm on guest mode on Chrome. Viagra. Hateful 8 feet. Oh my god. No, but yeah. No,
Maybe I'm crazy.
Tarantula is obsessed with feet. He like, and again, like, I have a problem with him because he shoves it down your throat. You're watching his movie and you're like, dude, just say you like it. Just say you like it.
Has he ever has he ever openly admitted to liking feet, or is it just like everybody just knows it at this point?
Well, even if he hasn't, everyone knows it, yeah. But it's like these are consensual like adult women. Like they signed up for the role. They knew that they were gonna have to fucking pull their dogs out. So at least we'd hope.
Yeah, I guess that's I guess you can't know that for sure.
But also too,
maybe every movie at this point he's just like, so I've been thinking about adding a new shot. So
okay, also,
so what's
though,
gonna happen is in this scene, you're gonna take off your shoes and your socks, and you're gonna walk around in this restaurant bare feet, and just as like, you know, like a cool cinematic effect, we're gonna like take like walking shots of like just your feet, so people know that you're barefoot in this restaurant, and then they think you're weird.
They think you're the dork. No, here's what I'm thinking though, right? Like, it's not even if somebody told me, okay, pull your feet out. We're gonna get a shot.
Pull your dogs out.
We're gonna get let the dogs out. We're gonna get a fucking close up shot of your feet on the dash.
I need them to bark.
Yeah, I need them shits. Or like that's what we need. I wouldn't like. I mean, okay, if you asked me specifically, we need a close up of your fucking feet, I'd be like, for what reason? Like, for what reason do you want this? But it's not like harmful.
Yeah,
like maybe you could see like asking somebody on set to do that. I feel like isn't necessarily harmful. It's just like because if you know that person is into feet, it might be uncomfortable because you know they're just trying to get a fucking snapshot. Because
like I could maybe see situations in where like you would actually use it. Because like if a character is in a situation in which like them being barefoot would make this like the vibe of like the scene more awkward or like more uncomfortable for the viewer, then like maybe you don't have to have like an establishing close up shot of their feet, but like maybe like a wide angle where you can see that they're not wearing shoes or something.
Yeah.
But like to be honest, I can't see like any situation where it has to be a close up of the person's feet.
See, that's my thing because like in film, like everything you do like has a purpose or a reason. So like
I guess the purpose for that is just fan service.
Yeah.
Fan service for the fucking people that
Quentin's
like feet.
I'm gonna fucking we never had this when I was growing up, so I'm gonna give all the fucking foot dudes a freebie.
So everybody likes the legs. Everybody just wants the legs. I'm going to give the people what they really want.
I like the legs. We've been over this a million times. I can't tell you how many times.
This is shockingly a conversation that comes up often.
We've talked about feet more than I'd like to admit.
More than I would like to have happened at all.
Wow. Damn. Okay.
This conversation comes up weekly. Almost daily.
Because it's funny. This is fucking hilarious.
It's so ridiculous, though.
It is, but that's why it's good. All right, let's pivot. What do you got then? Because that's like, that was my like main talking point.
Viagra and feet. That was it. That was all you had.
That's what do you, is that? That's. I thought this podcast was just going to be us in our natural form. Are you surprised?
No, I'm not.
All right, then what do you got?
I fucking had something and I lost it because you kept fucking going on. Hold on, give me a second. I had something.
Well, either way.
I don't fucking remember what it was.
So, I guess to continue with the original thought.
Oh God.
No. This is not stupid. We live in this house, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna say we live in downtown Columbus. It's like there's so much shit that happens here, I think, that like, and a lot of it's our doing. Like, this house is constantly like loud. It's destructive. It's mentally.
I'm grateful that we have a house and we don't live. I was talking to you about this last night, that we don't live in an apartment because our neighbors would think there's a problem.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's that like we're abusing each other or just that there's some sort of overarching mental block that surrounds the house.
Yeah. Well, I think there's something to be said about like the college experience, right? Like people are always like, oh, you live in an apartment or whatever. Or just like, I guess, living with your friends in general when you're like young. But like, I don't know. This is one of those things where like when I moved out and I like experienced like independence, I realized that I could just be loud. And that's like one of the worst like byproducts of this, is that it has not gotten better. It's gotten significantly worse.
Yeah. So I guess maybe also just like a little bit of backstory is we've been friends since high school, and I'm a college dropout, but you're about to enter your final semester of college. So
yeah.
So
it's been right now.
It's been 5 years.
Yeah, 5 or 6 years.
So not an incredibly long time. But I mean, like, we became friends and it immediately started to get bad, just like with the bits and the jokes that we would pull on each other.
Yeah.
But you know, for most of that, we had separation. Even though we were seeing each other at school every day, it was really only for maybe an hour because we had lunch together.
Right. Or band practice.
Or band practice, but that wasn't every day.
Yeah.
So like outside of school, we'd maybe see each other like once a week.
Yeah, you're right.
And then once we hit college, it was pretty much not at all. I didn't really see you at any of our first year.
No, because I also like just commuted from home. You know, like
yeah. So I was in Columbus at like living on campus. You were back home, which is like 30 minutes away.
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes away, and I wish I wouldn't have done that, to be honest, like in hindsight, because like I like fell into a bit of a depression my first like year or so, and like driving to school and then immediately leaving as soon as my classes are done, I had like no social life. At college, I had zero social life, and all my friends from high school, a lot of them just went to like a different school. Like, I'm going to a different college than you're going to. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was like,
because even like Jack and I, who is another mutual friend that we've both known separately for a long time.
Well, he's downstairs right now.
We live with them.
He's probably farting around with fucking playing Blank, because Blank just came back. So everyone here is like, I don't know about you, but I'm fucking also on a Blank roll.
I was listening to them the other day.
But yeah, so like that's where I was at. It was like I was commuting to school like 30 minutes every day, then just immediately leaving, and I made zero friends at the college I was at. I don't know if I even say it or not, but it doesn't really matter. But like, I don't know. Like, that's just how it was like the first year or so. And I was like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah, because pretty much even like the only time you and I would talk was like maybe we'd be able to get on Discord.
Yeah.
I guess even our first year we didn't really do that. It wasn't until COVID hit.
Yeah,
that we
played like Warzone and shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because I'm starting to confuse my first semester of my second year with.
Yeah,
you and I didn't really play any games at all our first year of college. We didn't really talk to each other.
No, which was weird.
I think we were just both in a funk, and
I was in a huge funk. Yeah,
and just like having that separation, like of not being able to. Because even when we were in high school, like the three of us all lived in the same neighborhood, so we were super close.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't even like, it was maybe like we were 2 minutes away from each other at any given time.
It's always like that. I feel like it's always like that. Like if you're like after high school, it's like everything changes. It really does. Like I never like realized how much it would.
Yeah.
But like everything changes. Like there's like people completely change as like their whole personality, the way they are changes. Like some people like fucking like some people like go like get arrested and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Some people like
get married, have
yeah,
kids.
oh my god, dude! Seeing people get married like a year after high school, I'm like, what?
Dude, we know we there's so many people we went to high school with.
How do you?
Not that that's necessarily a bad thing.
No,
I just
it's
want to
not a
point that
bad
out. But
thing.
it's just so crazy to think about.
It's not a bad thing.
Because like
it's just
even now personally, I am so far away from that.
No, are you
like,
fucking kidding me? If I wanted to get married, like even in the next year or two, I'd be like, holy shit, I have zero money for this. I don't even know if I can live with my partner yet. Like, it's impossible. Like, I feel like I need to have like my life figured out, or at least like know I'm going to be okay before I can do that.
Yeah. So I mean, like if they feel like if you're the kind of person that like once you like get out of high school and you've been with the person that you've been with for a long amount of time and you feel ready for that and you feel like it's not going to be an issue, like I guess like there's no problem with it.
No, there isn't.
Like if you feel like you can handle it financially and mentally and like everything's going to be fine.
It's just that's a lot though.
It is.
Planning a wedding is like stressful enough when you're like 30. I feel like when you like have no money and you're like in college.
Yeah, I think no matter what, planning a wedding is stressful.
Yeah, it's just like it feels like it would add another layer for me.
Yeah. So, but okay, we got a little off topic, but so there was a period of time where we weren't living together. To bring it back to what I was trying to get to. Yes, I hear you.
Trying to get in my ass.
I'm not doing that.
We
So we didn't really see each other for about a year, and then we were really only talking to each other through Discord and like playing games. And then something finally happened where so you and Jack were already living in the house.
Yeah. We had a third roommate. We were living in the house. We had 3 of us in there. We moved in August of 2020.
Yeah.
So actually that's not like too far beyond.
So
When we went into college, I guess.
yeah, it was the sturdy second year.
Yeah, so I guess only my first year I commuted, but
But
it felt like 2.
so you Jack and the third person moved in here in August. Then something happened where he had to move out
Yeah.
like end of December of the same year. So like not even halfway through the lease.
Yeah.
So they were looking for a third person, and I was kind of looking to get off campus because I kind of fell into like the same problem where I was living alone on campus, just in my own dorm. And I was not having a great time because it was pretty much, I would like wake up at 2:00, miss like my first 2 classes, not go to any of my classes for the rest of the day. And then I would just be like sitting in my room doing nothing for hours, or I'd be like walking around campus by myself.
Yeah, that's rough.
So I was trying to get away from campus, and I didn't want to go back home because again, then I would have to commute like 30 minutes, and I wasn't dealing with that.
Yeah.
So it kind of just worked out where I was able to move in, like the first week of January of 2021. And so then we started seeing each other on a daily basis, but for more than like an hour at a time. So that just gave us more time to culminate bits and make them more intricate. And then it started to get bad because the bits were getting longer and worse, but there was less content.
Yeah.
So
I
Cool.
just want that to be in the background
Awesome.
bigger.
So it's so hard to describe, and it's one of those things where if we do continue this podcast, you'll start to see it. It'll come through, and it already has a little bit. But but on a shockingly small scale compared to what it's like.
Well, no, because it's all about comfort. Like this is the whole thing. Like even so, thinking about when you like become friends with someone, right? You don't immediately
Yeah.
you don't immediately have sex. You don't immediately
You don't do that with the majority of people you meet.
I do it with you.
Just continue with what you're saying.
May not be awake, but yeah, like
we
when
don't
you
have to have this conversation on camera.
okay. Like when you meet a new friend, you have to put on a You have to put on a condom. Cool. You're making this difficult to get through. When you meet somebody new, you put on like a version of yourself.
Yes.
You know, you have to, because you can't just I can't immediately walk up to somebody and start like saying I'm wearing a condom right now, because they're probably gonna be weirded out by that if I had to guess.
They would probably call the cops.
Yeah, I mean they could do that, but like the cops cannot catch up with me. That's just like the way it is.
Yeah. So, but
I've
it's
done a
all
lot
it's
of
all
bad
about
shit.
it's
A
all
lot
about the
of bad
comfort.
shit,
It's
like,
all
so much.
It's all about the comfort of like the relationship you have with the person.
Yes, whether
And
it be
so-
sexual.
And so, you know, like
It's like my
I would consider myself to have been pretty normal. I mean, I guess like I was weird, and like in a sense that like I was like outcast. I was the outcast of certain groups. Even in like the group of people that I was associating with, even like late middle school, early high school, of like the sports players, because I had to play sports for a long time.
yeah.
I still was always kind of like the weird one and the outcast, because I didn't want to do what everybody else was doing.
Right.
Like they all this is the thing I think about the most. They all started like fucking smoking weed and shit. And pretty much every time we'd all get together at somebody's house, it just turned into fucking everybody smoking weed. And I was like, I don't want to be doing this. I don't like what we joke about now is I've experienced it. I've legitimately.
To be clear, no one in this room cares if anyone smokes weed.
Yes.
Like I have no problem. It's funny because my bit is always gonna be like I fucking hate weed, but then like I'll ask you to smoke in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But then I'll be like, actually, I don't want to.
It's really aggravating, actually, because it'll literally be like I'll be in a room not doing anything, like, and he'll just fucking walk in and be like, "Hey, do you want to smoke later?" And then I'll be like, "No, I don't." And then he'll be like, "You never want to smoke with me." And then literally, I'm like 30 seconds later, he's like, "God, I fucking hate weed." I just
It's
can't.
funny as
I just
shit.
can't stand it, or
It's so
anybody that
funny.
does it.
It's
So annoying.
Let's go back to what we were talking about.
Yeah. So
So yeah, you were an outcast. Like the Weezer song. Shit, I don't even know if that's a Weezer song.
yeah, but then like we started the band, and you and I had known each other prior to that.
Knew of. Like
Yeah,
I don't know.
I went to your fucking
Yeah, you were at my Magic Mountain birthday party.
Yeah, which was like weird in the sense that like you and I had never really talked prior to that.
Yeah.
And even then, like Jack was really the only person that I knew at that party.
Yeah, I think yeah. Yeah. That's true.
I think I knew other people, but like Jack was the only one I was like friends
Ian there?
with.
I thought Ian was there.
Was he in there? But that would have even been before I was friends with Ian.
Oh, okay.
Jack was the only person that I was like friends with and would talk to outside of like school and shit.
Yeah, he's the general link, I think, between
because I wasn't friends with Ian until high school.
Yeah, Jack's the general link between us, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
And because when we started the band too, it was like that's when we like met each other, like actually started becoming friends.
Yeah, because we were seeing each other on a pretty consistent basis.
But so this is what I was trying to say is like when you meet somebody new, it's like I'm not gonna like do my humor that I would do with this friend group. It's like the fucking meme, like when you accidentally do like one humor with one friend group that's supposed to be for another.
Yeah. When you make a joke that only friend group B would get, but you make it with friend group A.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of shit.
It's like that, but like I feel like what I've started to honestly do is like I'll like as fast as I can get to what I really think is funny and see if that person reciprocates it.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, then it's like, okay, I either have to like only be like just kind of like with this friend, maybe like our humor is a little different. And then like, but if it's not like, because you know, I feel like I have a very niche type of humor.
Oh, that's for sure.
That's that's just like,
I don't think there's many people that would get the whole, hey, want to smoke weed with me, and then 30 seconds later saying that I hate weed. I don't think there's a whole lot of people that would understand why that's funny.
oh, here we fucking go.
My God.
Oh my God, look at the waveform. Jesus Christ.
So another thing I'm just going to throw in real quick, you probably noticed by now, is there's very present street noise.
We have a microphone pointing outside.
Yeah, because every episode of this is going to get incredibly off track very fast, or from topics we're talking about. So you're just going to have to get used to that. But part of one of the reasons that we wanted to, I told you I don't like books. I don't know why you keep calling me that. One of the
Just go.
One of the other reasons we wanted to start this podcast and specifically do it here is because this house has been very formative of the past few years of our lives. And things that have happened here and things that have happened in our lives while we're living here. But one of the general nuisances of living in a city anywhere is the noise. And because of the street we live on, there's like houses and apartment buildings that are just like lining both sides, so it just creates a sound tunnel, so everything is amplified by like 2. Cars driving by with no mufflers, or motorcycles driving by, or heavily modified cars are just insanely loud and will cut off a conversation because you literally can't hear the other person. And so
yes,
what I figured is, okay, well, that's probably going to happen while we're doing this. So if we lean into it and we just put a mic where everybody can hear it, then it becomes a nuisance for not only us, but you guys too. So it's like, we have to deal with it. So do you. So you're welcome. Yeah, this was my idea.
That's a part of it. And honestly, this podcast stems from the idea that like when we have conversations and like at least our life right now, my life right now feels like I have like general interactions, which are just, we just do stupid shit. Uh-oh.
So I think one of our fuses
a fuse just blew.
So
probably somebody plugged in their vibrator, i.e. Jack, because he's the only one home. So
he's the only other one that lives here. So yeah. Oh yeah, the TV.
Need to put feet back up on there.
What were we talking about?
Weed.
It's literally only been like 30 seconds since we stopped, and I've already forgotten. Oh, you were talking about how like you're at a point in your life where
I got it.
Yeah.
Shut up. So I'm at a point in my life where like dumb shit happens between our friend group, which is how it's always been. There's always been some like dumbass thing that happens all the time, right?
Yeah, we usually have like a consistent ongoing bit or joke. Like for a while it was like when we first met, because this was a bit that you and Jack had before like Ian and I kind of joined the friend group.
Okay.
Was the killing each other's dads.
Oh yeah, that was weird though. I mean, it was funny, but like
it was like somebody would do something and it's like, if you don't stop, your dad's gonna end up 6 feet under, like shit like that.
Yeah, I don't even like.
And we all just kind of hopped on it. Like nobody questioned it. We just started it. That one was like one of our longest running bits, like of all time.
That one was rough
because it still pops up every now and then, even.
Oh yeah, it does. But that's like once in a blue moon, though.
Yeah, it's not often.
Yeah. But so what I was saying was like, it's different when you live in downtown Columbus, right? One of the biggest things you deal with is just everything.
Yeah, like the
you deal with everything. There are loud people. There are quiet people.
there
that
are weird
that are
people.
fucking weird. There's loud ass cars. There's minivans that sound like Ferraris.
There's people that walk up on your porch and start stealing items, but they're talking about it as if they're in a YouTube video.
Oh my god, that was so funny though.
This is so great. This is like,
Let me retell that one.
yeah.
So like I went on the ring. I see this is one of the best things about living here though, right? It's a double-edged sword, and I always say that. Like I will look back on my memories in this house at this place
Very
fondly because there's so much shit that happens, but of course in the moment you're like what the fuck's happening? But a year later you're like, "Oh my god, this is going to be like shit I'm going to tell my grandkids." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like but every now and then I'll just go on the Ring app, which if anyone doesn't know what that is, it's just anybody can like post updates like lost dogs or like it's like generally like a neighbor community
or
type
like
app.
people have been like, have you seen this guy? He was like walking around my porch, like looking around and being weird.
Right. And so what you get down here is just like a lot of lost dogs and lost pets and weirdos. And one of my favorite parts about the weirdo side of it, well, I can look at like cute animals and feel bad and like be like, well, I'll never find them, but like
They're like, yeah, like I'll keep my eye out if I can.
yeah, but like no, I'm just kidding. I do like if I see one, I'll like whatever. But the weirdos are my favorite part because I can go on that app and just see a guy in a thumbnail, click on it, and it's like gold every time. Because what happened was there was a guy and there was 15 videos from different users around Columbus within like a 5-mile radius walking up on people's porches and talking to himself. And he was like, there was a table on somebody's porch and he walks up and he's just like, if I had a truck, I would take this table. I would steal it. I would steal it. He's like talking to himself like he's in a YouTube video.
Yeah, like he's talking to an audience.
Yeah, but it's the funniest shit in the world. It's
It's so great.
it's so funny. He's like guys, I'm gonna take this table. Like he like standing in front of somebody's like on someone's porch. This is a real guy, and I was like, holy shit, this is funny.
I mean, like there's shit like that happens all the time. I'm gonna transition this into something that we witnessed, and this was very early on into me living here.
Oh god, I know what you're gonna do.
So on a similar level, but still different. So here, let me set the scene for you guys. It's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. It's really late.
I would say like 4 or 5 even.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's like maybe like mid-February, so it's still dark out. Like pitch black. It's still pitch black outside. And it's freezing. It like probably it had to have been below 20 degrees.
like if you went outside to piss, your shit would hurt because it would like come out like a fucking straw.
That's a weird way to say that, but so I'm just like I'm just in bed, and my bed is right next to the window of my room, and I'm watching Game Grumps. I remember the exact video I was watching.
You were watching porn. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god, no.
You were watching gay porn or something.
I was watching Game Grumps. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I was
What, Game Grumps?
No,
There is something
gay
wrong with
porn.
Game Grumps. Fuck Game Grumps.
Oh my god.
just
We're not starting this. If fucking
Porn, gay, straight, what does it matter? It's all porn.
let me fucking
okay.
tell the story.
You were
Jesus
watching
Christ.
the Hateful 8 Feet compilation. Let's be real. You had your penis in your hand. You were like, I was in your feet. All right, go ahead. just do it.
So
Just explain it. I don't know why you're stopping.
oh,
You taking a shit or what?
I'm gonna lose it. Let me fucking just tell this story, and then you could be as fucking big of an asshole as you want.
Okay, go ahead. I won't say
Because
shit about
you
it.
also have a part in this story.
Oh, really? It's the part where we have sex. Oh my god, dude! All right, go.
So I'm in bed. I'm fucking watching YouTube videos. I've got my headphones in. And the light, like I've got LEDs in my room that I usually just keep at like the lowest brightness, so it's not like bright, but I can still see. And then all of a sudden I just like hear this really faint noise. Just like I can't quite make out what it is, but I just like, oh, maybe it's something in the video. And then I hear it again and I'm like, oh, what? Like I can't, is this in the video? And so I stop it and I wait like 30, 40 seconds and I don't hear it. So I'm like, all right, yeah, it must be the video. And then I hear it again, but louder, and I realize it's not. So I take my headphones completely out, pause the video, and then it happens again. And what I hear is the loudest, like blood-curdling scream I have ever heard in my life. And so I freak out because I'm like, oh my God, either somebody something is happening back there, and I just like don't want somebody to know that I'm awake on the potential that they come into our backyard and like try to get into the house.
Yes.
So I close my blinds, turn off all the lights, and I'm just like sitting there completely silent, peeking through the blinds to see if I can like figure out what's happening. And I don't see anything. So I text him and I'm like, hey, are you awake? And are you like, can you hear what's happening outside? And then from that point,
it gets terrifying even worse because, so from my perspective, when I heard that scream, of course, like you said, I had the same adverse reaction. I closed my blinds, I turned off my electronics, and I like hid down like it was a fucking tornado drill. I was like, this might be it. I feel like something's going to happen to me. And so I was like, I don't know what to do. So I was horrified. I was legitimately scared. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I thought somebody just got stabbed. So I peek out my blinds again. And from my room, it's a little bit over. I can see this up the alley. Pink. Well, so this is like hot pink. I couldn't find anything. But they're like salmon pink shorts. It's February. It's like probably in the negatives. Like it's really cold. It was really cold. Shirtless, pink salmon shorts. He's walking up the alley. But he's like not walking straight up the alley. He's like doing circles gradually up the alley.
And also wearing nothing but the shorts.
Right. He's fully
just pink salmon shorts,
even,
nothing else.
No shoes. That's what he's wearing.
You would have been paying attention.
Okay. Asshole. So he's like, what? He's got his fucking hot ass feet out and he's like walking up and he stops. Like every couple rounds he makes, he quits and he's like,
just
then he keeps going.
as loud as possible.
Like he's getting murdered and he keeps going all the way up the street. And since then we've waited for him to return. And something always happens every February though. Like at least to me in my life. I've gotten in a car wreck the last one. For that, I had family pass away. Like, the last 2 or 3 Februaries have been awful.
Was your accident in February?
Yeah. February 22nd. That's when we lost Bernard.
Huh. I think you've told me that before, but I forgot.
Yeah. Every February, something awful happens.
Oh, Jesus. We're getting close.
I know. I'm getting fucking genuinely nervous. But, like, that was one of those things where, like, I heard the scream, like, about a month ago now. I heard that same scream. I recognized it immediately because it's been painted into my brain.
It's, yeah. I can hear it clear as day.
Yeah. It's just, like, blood-curdling, like, guttural. Like,
yeah.
And, like, I want him to come back. Like I want to see it.
Because I didn't get to see it. I want to see the full picture. Because now that I know like what it is. Oh my God.
This is.
You bought like the weird animal crackers.
The weird ones. They taste good as fuck though.
Yeah, but I want to see it. I want the full image. Scream and then nothing but pink shorts.
Yeah.
I want somebody to make fan art of that guy. I think that would be so great.
I think that would be, yeah. Question though. We just hit an hour. Do we want to keep going or what? We can go to an hour and 30.
Yeah.
1 hour and 30.
Just so we can wrap it up a little easier.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but this house, just in total, we've had some crazy shit happen. I feel like we could have an entire episode just on like the maintenance,
animals, humans, experiences around the house. There's so much.
Yeah, like we'll save that stuff for a different episode so we can really dive into it.
We have to cherish that shit.
That's
Drip that content, because it's really bad. It's just really bad, but it's fun. This is what I always say. It's not for some people. I don't want to live here forever. But but living here, it does create a lot of interesting moments like that. And like I said, when you leave high school, it's like it's just a whole different fucking ball game. And like, you always expect it to be that way, but I feel like it's never the way you expect it to be. Like, I didn't think it was going to be like this. Like, where I am now, I didn't expect what it was. I could never have intended it was going to be this way. Maybe.
Oh no, same. I mean, no, college like changed me.
Yeah.
It fucking changed me, man. It fucking changed me.
Changed my diaper.
But no, I'm completely different from how I was in high school. I mean, like,
I'd say for the most part, your core values haven't changed.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I think I'm generally happier than I was in high school.
Yeah, I would say.
I have a different outlook on the world.
Yeah.
Even though I might not be happy all the time, I don't have this like defeatist mentality anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. I sort of changed. I think I just got more personable. Like, I've kind of always been similar, but I think I've just gotten more confident. I know I've gotten more confident.
Oh, I mean, I feel like even from since I've known you, you've gotten more confident.
Yeah.
Like the way that you just carry yourself throughout the day is generally better.
Well, yeah, I think part of that is like faking. Like, honestly, you have to fake a lot of it. Like,
no, I mean, I feel like even though like something like this is something I've wanted to do for a long time, and even just content in general, I feel like being able to sit here and just sit down in front of a camera without getting nervous a couple years ago I would have freaked out. I'd be like, I don't know what to do with my, what do I do with my hands? Like,
it's just like getting laid.
That kind of,
it is. It kind of is.
But like, yeah, that kind of shit. Or
so
like I would be getting red. Maybe not with the, I guess. I see what you mean.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting laid. I don't know what to do with my hands. We're like smoking weed.
So, but yeah, like I feel like even a couple of years ago, I would have been like getting red, or I'd be freaking out because like, oh, what if I don't know how to respond, or what if I can't think of something funny?
Yeah.
But I think I've just gotten to a point where it's like I just need to have confidence in my abilities to keep talking and
commit. Like, I've always found, like, especially with YouTube, because like I was like that at the beginning when I started YouTube, like when I was like young.
Yeah.
And obviously since I did it so much, I'd like that's not like that wasn't a problem really ever. As long as I've like been like fully consciously aware of what I'm doing, I've never been like nervous in front of a camera because I've just always done it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like when I'm doing shit like this, I've never had a problem committing. Like, I think one of the biggest problems, like, it feels awkward and bad when you don't just like fully give yourself to it. And like, it's the same with like acting or performing on stage, like as a musician. If you don't like fully commit to like running around and fucking being stupid or whatever,
I think that's
people
one
are
of the
gonna
things
be
that's
like,
helped me.
Yeah, people are gonna be like, oh, it's just whatever.
Because especially, I like I mentioned earlier, we had that band in high school, but I recently joined a band from Cincinnati called Cataracts. And the first couple shows that I played with them were like my first shows since high school. So for like 3 or 4 years, I wasn't on a stage Except for an emo night, but I was drunk. I was pretty drunk for that, so that was easier.
Yeah.
And it was just doing covers of songs I already knew.
Yeah.
But for the first few Cataract shows, I didn't stay. Holy shit. I hadn't been on a stage in fucking forever. So I was just kind of like awkward and nervous, and I was playing these songs that like I still didn't even know fully because I joined as the lead guitarist. So I was just kind of like making things up on the spot, and I didn't have set leads for any of the songs.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of like standing there really awkward, and then I got more comfortable and like finally kind of finalized the parts I was playing, and then I started to move around a lot more, and then at our last show, which I think was my best show, I was like jumping around. I was like running around on the stage. They even had like a platform up in front of the stage that you can stand on. And I went up and I like played a solo on it.
Yeah.
It was super fucking fun. And it was a really great show. I think it was also the most people we'd ever played to.
Well, that's what I mean. You just like, obviously the more you do it, the better you get. But I think also like somebody that's never played a show but has the confidence, or can at least fake the confidence, can get up there and like also kill it.
Yeah, I think some people are just born with that innate ability to just get up and do things. Cause like, yeah, I definitely had to fall into it and become comfortable with it and understand that like, as long as I'm having fun, I'm going to present as confident to the audience, and, and people are going to find what I'm doing interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, there are definitely some people that like have never been in front of a camera, have never been on a stage, have never really like given like a big presentation to a large group of people, but like, like they find themselves in a situation where they need to do that, and they can just go up and kill it. And I'm jealous of that person's ability to just be like that.
Yeah.
Even though I'm there now, I wish I could have gotten there sooner, because I think I would have started YouTube a lot sooner. And even now, as I'm kind of starting to do more traditional videos instead of just live streaming, which is an entirely different persona.
Yeah.
Because I started live streaming during COVID. And even though, I was streaming to like either just my friends or no viewers, it's still different because when I'm talking, I'm talking to people. There's actually, I know for certain that there is either someone listening or there isn't.
Yeah.
But like,
that's fair.
I've finally like edited down some videos, and like having to sit and talk in front of a camera, I still feel awkward doing it. That's even when I like came downstairs to tell you guys that like, hey, just by the way, I'm going to be recording an intro, so if you hear me doing weird shit, that's what it is.
How do you think my parents probably felt?
No, I know.
Because like my videos were
crazy.
Well, yeah, but that's the kind of shit that I like. When I say niche comedy, that's niche comedy. Like, I would make rant videos where I would just like get up in front of the camera. I was fucking like 15, 16 years old. Get up in front of the camera. I had like set up a dollhouse, face it the other way because I didn't have a shelf. And I put all this shit on it that I just thought looked funny. And like, I would get mad about like The Walking Dead for the first 2 minutes, and then the remaining 5 minutes of that video would be me literally destroying it, like punching holes in it and like breaking all that shit. And I remember one time my mom called me and was like, "Are you okay?" Because like it was so loud and like, but like that's what. That's what it was. That's like what I found funny, because I was like, it's not like even about the content. It's just about the idea that somebody could get so intensely mad at something that they would just start destroying their own shit. Like,
yeah, and like, I don't know, like I'm nowhere near that, because even though I live with two people that have done YouTube for a very long time, and I'm sure understand it, it's still just weird. To think that like if Jack is just like in his room and he hears me fucking talking, like doing like the classic like, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
Yeah, no, it's
in today's video.
It's weird. It's weird because there's an element of like, you do have to do it a lot to be like, okay, it's not weird. But also when you are doing it with other people around you, you're like, are they gonna think I'm talking to myself? But luckily I just talk to myself anyway.
Yeah, like I filmed one of the intros while both you guys were gone, and it was super easy. But I was planning on doing the intro where I came down and told you I was doing it while everybody was out of the house.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
And then you guys came home right before I was about to start. And I was like, shit. I'm gonna feel so much more awkward about this now.
I don't care.
It's fine. Like I should show it to you. It turned out being a really funny intro.
Yeah. Well, see, that's like what it is. I feel like that's like anything. That's like performing, it's music, it's like shit, you can even extend it to any job. Like if you just appear confident and you like you're doing it and
It's
you're
a lot
like
of
trying,
sales jobs.
yeah, and you're trying to have like fun with it, or you like in sales, maybe it's like if you at least look like you know what you are doing, then people believe you, they think you know what you're doing. Even if you just don't at all.
That's why when I worked at fucking Journeys, I was great at selling. I've always been a good salesperson.
Yeah.
That's why I hope we get sponsors so I can do ad reads.
Yeah. It'd be funny.
We would make them so ridiculous.
Oh, they'd be bad. But like yeah, I don't know. This is what it is. But like again, that feels like it is my whole existence though. Is like I just like we do so much shit because my plan after I graduate is just to do as much shit as I can and hope that something like hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to like I'm not saying it like in the fucking rebellious like artist way, but it sounds like it. I don't want to have to get like a 9-to-5 job. Like I will. And like I'm fine doing that and doing shit on the side until it goes somewhere. Like I can do that. I just prefer to like not do it because I'd prefer to just get to where I want to be faster. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like being able to pour all of your focus, time, and money into the thing that you love doing so you can make sure that you can do it for a long time is, you know, something that unfortunately not everybody has the luxury of being able to do, but it's just kind of it just makes it easier. And I think I don't know, that's what I've been doing the last 2 weeks, and it's been a lot better. I've just genuinely been a lot happier. I've had more time to even do things unrelated to like the projects I want to be a part of. Like,
yeah.
Apart from finally getting better at sitting down and like editing a video, or like I'm going to sit down and finish this song. Like I've been going to the gym, gone to the gym 3 times this week, and that's more than I've been in the last 3 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, so it's just my overall health is getting better and my mental state is different. And I'm just kind of like looking at things better now.
Yeah. I've definitely found that like, well, especially going to the gym, like sometimes I really do not want to go, but then after I go, I feel like happier, you know, because it releases so many good chemicals.
Yeah.
But like, I think the key to the, like, at least for that, like keeping that consistent for me has just been like, I need to like have a clear motivation for that doesn't like fizzle out. Because like, before, like for like a couple months, I went like nearly every day.
Yeah.
And, like if I had a break in my schoolwork for even an hour, I would go for like 30 minutes. And like, I didn't do that at all this semester. Because I was like, I don't want to fucking go to the gym if I have 30 minutes. I want to like play Modern Warfare 2 or something. And like, I still will do that, but
yeah.
like I think if you just have to find the joy in it somewhere, you know?
Yeah, because I mean, even for me, as a college dropout, and even when I was working just like day jobs, I still just never found myself having not confidence, like having the drive to be like, all right, I just worked 6 hours and now I've got 8 to do whatever I want with. I still was never able to just be like, I should go to the gym.
Yeah.
Partially because I was also working a job like that where maybe it's not like a set, like you're doing the same time every day. My eating schedule was all sorts of fucked up. So like I would be hungry at like 4 o'clock and then I'd eat. And then by the time that like I'm done eating, it's kind of late and like I'm starting to get tired. So like going to the gym would just be like ineffective because I wouldn't have the energy to do anything.
Yeah.
So like the alternative is getting up earlier and going to the gym, but I've always been really bad about getting up early.
I've been able to get into it. Well, I think also like part of it too is like I was never really a morning person, but I've always been the most productive until like 3 p.m. But like I like before like a year ago, I was never awake before 3 p.m. really.
Yeah.
So like I felt like I was unproductive. And it also helped when I started like dating somebody that like wakes up or like did wake up at like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So I was like, how the fuck do you do that?
I mean, if you think about it, like we
But
had
it's-
to at one point,
Yeah, but I didn't like.
but even then I was still staying up till like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I was gonna say no, like yeah,
I was only getting throughout like probably 90% of high school, I was only getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night.
No,
maybe even less.
yeah, like she wakes up like she is awake early. She naturally wakes up earlier. I
Mm-mm.
naturally wake up later.
I have days like that. Like I woke up at 9 today
Yeah,
for no reason. My alarm wasn't set until 10. Actually, I think even 10:30. But I was up till probably like 4.
god damn.
I don't know when I went to bed. I didn't check.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like we got home from the gym and we stayed up talking until like 1, and then I think I was probably up till like 2 or 3.
Yeah, but anyway, the whole overarching theme of this is just like living here. It's fun, but it's also like
I forgot that's what we were talking about.
yeah, that's what we were talking about. It's weird. It's like it's stupid, but it's fun at the same time, and like it can be super like detrimental sometimes. But I don't know, like.
It's all, I don't think anything has happened that I won't look back on and think, oh, that was really funny in a couple years.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Like even if it's a nuisance at the time, it's like even shit that happened a year ago is like already funny.
yeah,
It was funny after it happened. Like let alone
oh yeah,
like a year from now.
yes,
Like
I would agree.
I'm sure some shit that we'll get into in the next episode or two.
I'm gonna sue you. Yeah, but it's
I don't know why you would do that.
well, I'd probably sue you for defamation. Deformed my penis. We had sex.
That's not what that means.
It could be defamation of character because you were an actor in one of my films and I didn't like the way you portrayed my characters. Ooh, would that work? Oh my god. I found a loophole in the legal system.
There's no way that would work.
I found a loophole in the legal system.
There's
bro.
no way you could do that and get away with it.
You don't think?
That's so ridiculous.
Look it up. Got this set up.
It's so insane.
All right. Defamation of character happens when something untrue or damaging is presented as a fact to someone else. Okay, hold on. Well, first of all, we do that every day. Every day.
No, we literally do. We do this to each other all the time. I don't think you could do this for a character in like a film.
Why not? I couldn't just be like,
I don't like the way you portrayed my character. I'm suing you. No.
but that's defamation of character. That's defamation.
No, that's defamation of a character, not of character. Character is a different meaning than what you're talking
I'm
about.
gonna fucking defame your face. I'm gonna physically alter your face.
I'm gonna physically alter your butt.
Wow.
How is that so much different than what you just said to
Build
me?
an altar. Okay, so here's my thing though. If I don't beat me, if I sit here and I'm like, you smoke way too much weed, you need to lay off the weed. Right? And then we go to court. And I'm like, I never said that. I fucking love weed.
Then you just straight up lie?
Well, which is the lie? Did I defame you or what?
I don't know how to answer this.
Sounds like a you
You're
problem.
causing me severe anxiety.
That sounds like a you issue.
Sounds like you too.
Okay. That's interesting.
What time are we at?
1:20.
All right.
So
I think I have a bit that I want to introduce that I just thought of.
okay, we have about 10 minutes. So
This isn't something that like we would continue to talk about. So maybe we end it here. The idea that I have
fucking blue ball people
is what if we ask a question?
These are so fucking good.
What if we ask a question at the end of every episode that the audience can answer in the comments or on fucking whatever social media, and then we talk about it at the beginning of next episode? And I already have the question that I would want to ask if you're cool with this idea.
Why not? Let's just try shit.
All right.
It actually depends on the question.
So
It better not have to do with feet.
it doesn't have to do with feet.
Actually, that'd be cool. It'd circle back.
Oh my God. It doesn't have to do with feet. We can do that at a different time.
Okay.
So this is the question for you guys, and then we'll talk about it on the next episode whenever we get the chance to do this again. How many zebras do you think could fit in the average Zeppelin?
How many zebras do I think could fit in
In the
a
average
commercial?
Zeppelin? Like a commercial Zeppelin, not a cargo Zeppelin, a commercial Zeppelin, and we're talking the average zebra.
Okay.
So we don't answer now. We'll formulate our thoughts. We'll talk about it next time. But leave your answers in the comments below or tweet at us.
This doesn't have to be you can do research.
Yeah. This doesn't like you can create it if you're watching this on YouTube. Go create a new tab.
Do it right now.
Right.
In fact,
right
if
now.
you don't do it, we will not make another episode.
If you aren't actively doing it right now, I know people, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, come on. That's gonna put us legally in trouble. You want to talk about defamation of character? Let's talk about like first-degree murder.
Whoa! What?
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
kill
not
you.
what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not what I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, so you've just fucking do your research. Leave your answer in the comment below. You determine what you think a commercial Zeppelin is and what the average zebra is, because I'm not giving any hints. I know what I'm talking about, but it's up to you.
I know what I'm talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. It's up to you for you to figure out.
Wow. You're
And then we'll talk about it at the beginning of next episode.
That's where you want to end it?
That's where I want to end it. What?
You fucking
Okay,
dick.
did you have a better plan? Were you gonna fucking destroy this?
No, I wasn't gonna do that. I was gonna bring it back to feet, but whatever.
I don't want to bring it back to feet. Did you ever consider that?
Well,
I've got fucking something in my eye.
okay. Well, there you go. I guess that's the question. You can do your research, or you can't. In fact, some people do your research. Some people just give wild guesses, and we will not actually. Yeah, let's not elaborate for
No. So you have to. If you don't do your research and you just throw out a wild guess, there may or may not be a right answer to this. I will say that.
I feel like there has to be a mathematical conclusion to this. Like, there's not like
There is.
okay. Well, all right. If you say so, you really know? Because I know we looked this up before, but I don't remember it.
I remember.
You remember?
I remember.
Okay.
So we'll talk about it next time.
All right. Well, I guess that's it then. I guess that's the end of it.
Yeah. So yeah, first episode of Sauce Party.
Yeah. So,
Like a comment if you subscribed.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say goodbye. So
Yeah, bye. Maybe we shouldn't do this again.
Ah!
Oh my